All right, this is Tim, Kilo Alpha 9 Alpha Mike Oscar. And Tim, you're in Indiana,
Yes, sir.
and Tim wrote an email to me, which I answered, I think, pretty much the same day, about an experience he had on, was it 20 meters, Tim?
20 meters and 40 meters.
Okay. Which has happened to all of us. And Tim has a suggestion, and we're going to look. Tim, you were on the air on field day, and
Yes, sir.
you wanted to make contacts with other guys who weren't involved in field day. So Tim, tell me what happened. Did you call CQ, and if so, what happened?
I started out on 20 meters on CW at 14.010. I asked 6 times over a period of a couple of minutes, was the frequency in use? Having received no reply from anyone, I proceeded to call CQDX. And lo and behold, some guy, 4 call, and I don't remember his call now, but I wouldn't say it anyway to respect his privacy, comes back, field day, field day, field day. Okay, the first time I could cut him a little slack. Maybe he just heard the DE and then my call sign and didn't hear the first part in the contest. So I proceeded to call CQDX several more times, and the same guy keeps coming back, field day, field day, field day. And after several times, I got fed up with that. And then I proceeded to go up to 40 meters in the lower part of the phone band. And a friend of mine over in England I was trying to talk to. And there was myself and him. There was 2 other stateside stations. And we couldn't hardly hear each other for all the horrendous operating going on. People jamming up KC or 1.5 KCs on either side of it, just splattering and splattering. We had a Honduras station tried to join us, and there was another South American station. I don't remember his call for sure where he was at now, but the gentleman in England made this observation that the 40-meter phone band during field day sounded worse than the 11-meter citizens band did back in the 70s and 80s. And very shortly, all of the DX stations went QRT at that point. Because I was trying to work the King of Spain contest that weekend. And the whole weekend, I managed to make 1 contact in the King of Spain contest with one fellow over in the Czech Republic.
Okay, so to summarize, you were being interfered with. You had people answer your
gross malicious interference with some of it.
Okay, and you'd call CQ not wanting to be in the contest, and you get people who call you even though you said you weren't in the contest.
Mm-hmm.
And has that happened to you before on contest days?
Not that bad.
Okay.
Occasionally you'll get somebody scooting up next to you, but I've never had the problem if I call CQDX.
Okay, so
DX contest, no.
So what did you decide to do? What did you think the solution would be to the problem that you experienced during field day?
The best solution, if you think back to the previous winter field day, the winter field day was restricted to the lower. It was either 50 or 75 kilocycles. I don't have the rules in front of me right now of the general class phone band. And, if field day, like summer field day, and stop, think about it, the fellows in Europe can only go from 7.000 to 7.2 megahertz. They can't go above 7.2. So why not put a limitation on field day, say run it down to 7.175. That leaves 25 KCs if somebody in Europe wants to play field day. And then that leaves 50 kilocycles from 7.175 down to 7.125.
All right. Tim, you keep
other people can operate.
Right. You keep saying kilocycles, which we know is kilohertz today. But that also tells me you may have been licensed a while, since you're saying kilocycles. When were you first licensed, Tim?
1978, and I was a junior in college.
Okay. And so you have an idea of a potential solution. It may not be perfect, it could be fine-tuned, but you got an idea. So you write to me, and who else did you send an email to?
I sent an email to Mr. Minster, the CEO of the ARRL, and I also Googled the ARRL officials and the first vice president, second vice president, CEO, everybody that come up in that list. I sent every one of them an email with my video with the suggestions in it.
Okay, and how many answered?
0.
And this is how many days past field day? Is it about 10 days?
Let's see, today's Tuesday. Yeah, be right at that.
So how do you feel, since you've written to like David Minster, the CEO of the ARRL, how do you feel about the ARRL since no member of the board, nobody on the staff answered your email?
Oh, and also, I also sent the same email to the ARRL General Contact Us email address.
Just as a last shot to make sure you had everything covered, huh?
I tried to cover everything I could find on the website to get a hold of somebody.
And nobody's answered.
No. I have received 0 replies from anyone as of this time.
Well, it's another example of where the ARRL has not responded in a productive way. And if they don't change the way they deal with members, that organization is not going to be around. And it's a shame because it's the only thing we've got that does some kind of representation for us. Although it's not that great, and they're not doing what I think they should do, and it starts right at the top.
Most agreed.
Yeah. I'm sorry the ARRL has chosen not to answer, because when you wrote to them, was it a polite question, suggestion?
Yes, sir.
There's nothing in your email that would offend somebody there.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, so you didn't start off by, well, the one you sent to me was fine.
I sent the same exact one to them as I sent to you.
Okay. Tim, it's been a pleasure to meet you, and the next time we talk, maybe we can look at some of your vintage equipment.
I would agree to that.
Yeah. So hopefully somebody at the ARRL will see this video and respond, and this is a good place for us to do it. So if somebody from the ARRL wants to respond to Tim, make contact with me, and we will record that video and then play it and see what it says. Tim, thanks for spending time. It's been fun to see you, and thanks for sending the email to me about 10 days ago. I'm sorry the ARRL has chosen not to respond, but hopefully we can get something out of them